Good morning. Wow, this has already been a crazy day. Happy Thursday to you. I hope that you're doing well. I hope that this is the right message that I'm supposed to bring today. Seems like I've had a lot of hoops to jump through to try to get here to actually talk to you. It's just been one thing after the other this morning. Yesterday I was at the barn and my friend there and I got to talking about my horse, not Stanley, the horse that I had before Stanley, and Riverhawk. I don't want to cry. He had health issues, and so we lost him a couple of years ago. And I was thinking about, I could almost cry anytime we talk about Riverhawk because I loved him so much. I've had a lot of loss in my life. My first husband, my grandma, my mom, my dad, my brother. It's all been terrible, but when I lost him, I just cried for days and days. And just the thought of it, what is wrong with me? He's a horse. Why do I love God's creatures so much? I don't know. I do not know. But it made me think about, does God ever have a broken heart like that? I bet many of you can relate. There's just some loss in your life, and anytime it comes up, it just brings you to tears. You get that feeling. Well, I looked it up, and God has had a broken heart. Excuse me. He does know what that feels like. There was lots of times in the Old Testament, like in Isaiah and some of those books where he talks about, his children and how he mourned, and well, there was beautiful verses. I can't quote them. And then, of course, there's the ones about Jesus. Did you know that Jesus cried 3 times in the Bible? Remember when Lazarus died, and in John 11:35, Jesus wept at his tomb. Well, I think weeping is a little different from crying. I've got a tender heart, so I can cry easily. But weeping is just so deep, it's just so heartfelt. And he wept. And he wept over the lost in Luke 19:41. And then again in Hebrews, in Hebrews 5, he was crying out to God when he was facing the cross, the crucifixion, and he cried out to God, but he was willing to go. So I always want to bring a positive message to you, and I think this is a positive message, but it's a hard one to give. God loves you, and he loves me, and he understands that deep, deep hurt, that broken heart. He does understand, and he cares, and he is there to help us, and he loves us very much. And I was trying to think what song would even go with this, and the only thing that came to me is a little song that I've heard. Jesus, we love you, we worship and adore you. Glorify your name in all the earth. Glorify your name. Glorify your name. Glorify your name in all the earth. So as you go about your day today, remember that God loves you and that he really, really, really gets it. He really does understand. Go forth, shedding the light of God's love. God bless you, and thank you for listening. I'll talk to you later.